Okay guys, as promised, I'm back out again. It's very slippery today. I've already just had a bit of a slip coming down a rock over there, but I was way away from this rock ledge. Not going anywhere near the end there. That is like danger. It might look green, but it looks red to me because you're going to slip. So yeah, I just had a little slip on the rock there. It wasn't much, just landed on my fat ass. But yeah, it's a bit foggy today, so I'm going to go into the bush. I don't know where I'm going to go, but it's going to be right in this region. And I'm going to set some gear up. I've got 2 sound recorders. I swapped the card in the other one. It said a process error. New batteries, and a set of trail cam up as well. And then I'm going to hike out as quick as I can. So, you know, I've got boots on, and yeah, pretty much near the end of their life. You can see the sole coming off, and I'm sopping wet. So it hasn't rained that much, it's just that all the foliage here is just wet. So anyway, I'm going to go down right around the end there and get down where I did last week and then head off into the bush. Okay, I'm going to venture in now. I'm going to leave a bit of gear right here, my hat and a towel and some, the what do you call them, the hiking poles. Just leave them there, I don't need them. See, I've got my helmet on, and let's just go in and see what we can find. Let's take it nice and slow. I don't want to fall over or hurt myself out here. So I'm going to go straight in here and let's just see what we can get. I'm already wet, so I'm not really worried about getting wet. I'm not even worried about snakes, even though I've got the gaiters on. It's just for more for protection, and just see how many leeches are here. But anyway, let's just hike through there, and when I get to a spot I think I like, I'm going to set up my gear. I've only just started, but I'm just hoping that it opens up somewhere. Sometimes you get down the ridge a bit and it kind of opens up and you can walk a lot better. So you see bigger trees over there. I'll just let you guys have a look and see what's going on for now. And pretty much got to try and stay in a straight line best I can, so I can just make my way straight back up to my gear, because it takes about 45 minutes to hike out back to the trail, and then another 45 minutes on the trail to get out. So I try to get in as quick as I can, and so I could spend more time down here. Hopefully the lens isn't getting too much too wet. Look at that big tree here, look. It's fell down and it's gone right in that fork. See if you guys can see it. So these are things you got to watch out for when you come down to places like this. See, it's right in that fork. Anyway, I'm going to keep going down and see what I come across. Anyway, see how it opens up. It's not always that thick bush. So hopefully there's really something interesting down here. I'm going to try and go as far as I can, because I know it goes down into, it's the Gross River down there, and pretty much anyone, no one would have been down here before. I'm pretty sure no one's ever hiked down here. I'm probably the first person ever. A lot of the Blue Mountains has had no one walk in them, and who in their right mind other than myself would come down here, and for what reason? So yeah, it's probably the best time to come down here, because October is when the snakes start coming out here, and they're pretty hungry and pretty angry. So hungry and angry is not a great combination when you're, you know, meeting up with a snake, especially a brown snake. But because it's been raining and it is coolish here, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to meet up with any today. It's supposed to be 24 tomorrow, so tomorrow you would meet up with some for sure. Just come across this big termite mound. It's probably about 5'10" high, so it's been there for an awful long time. Coming up to a second rock ledge. I've just come down the first where I left my hat and hiking poles, and now come to a second. I'm not even going to walk on it because it's on an angle, and if I get on there and slip, it's going to be trouble for me. So I don't know how far I can get down from here. I'm going to have to look into it. I might have to keep going that way. It looks like I can get down over there because I want to get into here, or try to get into here. Alright, got to go and do that, and just do it safely. I've got to stay right away from these rocks. Alright, I've reached a safe area along this second rock ledge. As you can see, it's probably a good 7 or 8 meters to the bottom. I'm going to keep going to the left and then see if I can get down and just come and check along this rock ledge. I might leave my stuff along here, not quite sure. Got to see what happens when I get down there, if I can. So, can hear water running to my right. So, anyway, there's no way I'm going to get down that way. It just gets steeper and steeper. So this is the way to go to get down, over here somewhere. Might find a place where it's easy to climb up or down, or somewhere over there. I'll probably have to go another 100 meters. Go way out of my way to get to where I want to go. Unfortunately, sometimes that's the way here. Anyway, I just come here because there's really no moss here other than this lighter stuff, but there's no dark green moss here, so I'd slip over, and yeah, it's I wasn't really taking notice because I was my feet and where I was stepping, and yeah, there's a nice big tree break right there. Probably looking at about 6 foot high. Okay, I've probably gone about a good 40 meters, and then the rock ledge just started to fall apart. So you can see all the boulders coming off the side of the rock ledge, and this is where you start getting the gaps to go down. So this is where I'm going to go down, and yeah, this is looking awesome down here. Does X mark the spot, or is it just a natural occurrence? I'll go and have a look and see where the root of that tree, if that grew there or it's been placed in this area. Okay, there's another tree break. There's another one behind it. Two. There's like a break just here. Sorry, my glasses are really fogged up and I'm struggling. Here we go. I'm struggling to see. There's another break. There's a lot of breaks in this area. And let's just have a look and see if this yeah, so it is from this area. It's like still in the ground, pretty sturdy. It's still got roots in the ground, so it's fallen that way. And that one it's probably come down somewhere, trying to, it could have been placed there, you never know. There's another break. Alright, I'm coming up to this rock ledge here. Still fighting my way through the bush. Like every tree's got hands and they're grabbing hold of me. Hopefully this camera's still working okay. When I fell, I did hit the ground and I've cracked a bit of the cover. Doesn't look like anyone's been under here, or anything's been under here. So I'm going to keep checking along. Tell you what, if a fire comes through here when this is all dry, I think it's going to be hard to put it out, because some places it's knee deep and just leaves and bush that my legs been sinking into. So, a big rock wall here. I don't know if this is a trail for wombats or any type of creature, but it's like a little trail through here. Now I've got spider webs all over me. Go a bit further. I got to the area I wanted to come and find and, you know, look around. It's a bit wet in there. A little waterfall. I don't want to hang around these wet areas where there's been water coming through. There's where a lot of leeches are. I've been lucky enough and not getting any leeches on me at the moment. Let's go up here. It's like a good place to hide in here. Pick the best way to get up. Alright, it's the only dry place I've found for the last hour. Oh, it keeps going all the way along there. So, you could stay under here and keep out of the rain, because it's all dry in here actually. Or reasonably dry, it's still a bit wet here. Had a few little creatures come through here. Either rodents or something. Keep going along and see what I can find. Can't find anything. I could have got my helmet on. If I hit my head on the rock, it doesn't hurt. Like the cushioning of leaves here. That's deep. You can see the rock wall. There. Goes all the way along. Yeah, I had to go all the way up there to get down here and have a look around. Pretty much going to venture all the way along it. Thought they were little hands for a second there, but little handprints or little footprints that I can't see anymore, and if it was I'd see more. It must be just a soft area and some small animals come walking through. Nice little waterfall here. Water only comes down when it rains a bit, so trying to stay out of room as much as possible. Oh, this opens up pretty big. Everything's slippery down here. So this is just where water's been coming off the top of the overhang and just making indentations. Try and have a look around first before I'm not going to go any further, because that's as far as it goes right there. I really can't see anything like footprints or anything. There's an unusual mark over there. I'm going to have a look. There's nothing through here, so I'm going to walk through here now. Just had a look here. Claw marks there. Something's been digging around here. Nothing's been hanging around here. If there's anything from a Junjidi to a Yowie, or even a person come down here, you would see footprints easy. I'll just put my print there and I can see the track. I would not be setting up anything here because of that water. Never set up a sound recorder near running water, anywhere that's windy, anything that's dropping down droplets, because it just drowns it out. Yeah, you can see my footprints where I come through, so if someone comes through here after this, they'll see someone's been walking around here. Anyway, I'm going to go back that way and venture in a bit more, see what I can find. Might be another rock ledge on the way down. These areas look vastly different to what they look like on the map. It just looks like it meanders down this little range here, but it actually goes in steps. Yeah, something's been digging here. It's really black here. Maybe when a fire did come through here ages ago, it burnt all in here, and the black's still here. It could be here for a long time ago. Could have been decades ago, could have been 100 years ago. You don't know. I was looking for any kind of rock paintings or anything, but there's nothing here. Anyway, I'm going to venture down more, to stay away from the water anyway, and might go back to where I got the tree breaks and go in from there, because that's more straight back to where I started. There's another tree break. I'll just zoom out so you guys can see all the bush. It's really thick here, and there's some like really big trees, massive trees. Can go in a bit further. Look, to be honest, I haven't had that feeling of being watched, or you know, someone's watching me kind of thing. You know, you get that sense, but it's really calm. You hear more water running down here. Obviously there's another rock ledge. Probably another rock ledge. Yeah, you can hear more water running. Let's go and see what that's all about. I'm always curious. But it's just mainly these ferns here. And they're like chest height. So I'm probably pushing a bit further than I would if it was dry, because if it was dry I wouldn't be coming in here. You know, snakes would be through here. So go in a bit further and just see if I can find any sort of signs, footprints or anything. Sounds like there's a small waterfall there. And the funny thing, over there, it looks like things have been trampled. And I'm not going to go that way because it kind of slopes down too steep. So I'm going to go through here and see what's down there. Alright, I think this is where my journey ends, as far as I'm going to push in here, because it's just really thick and lush. And it's really noisy with the water. So if I want to set some gear up, I'm not going to do it here with a sound recorder. So this will probably just be like this all the way down to the Gross River. It's probably a couple of 100 metres from where I am. and that's not my objective to get all the way there. And I've come down the ridge. I've probably pushed a few k's, gone further than what I thought I would. My glasses are like fogged up, so I can only see half of what I should be able to be seeing. And yeah, I'm all wet. So it's back to the good old days of over a decade ago when I did this all the time. And I love it. This is great. And I can't believe it. I can't see any leeches crawling on my legs. So anyway, I'm going to push my way back up a bit, set some gear, and take a GPS point, and then get out of here and come back. It'll probably be 2 weeks before I come back, because I'm going up to see my sister up the coast, and I'll be there for about 5 days, and then I'll come back and get my gear. So anyway, I'll set the gear up and then and get the hell out of here. Coming up through them ferns, a lot of them were up around my head, so I just bush bashed it and put the helmet down and kind of used it as a bit of a battering ram, and went straight through and come straight back up. But yeah, the more he goes down, the thicker it gets. So yeah, that's why it was too noisy with all the water for the sound recorder. So yeah, keep the sound recorders away from water and places like this where the wind is not going to come in and swirl around and just drown every sound out. So anyway, let's set this gear up. Okay, this is what my trail camera is seeing, and in the area there's a tree break over here, and there's another two over here. There's one there, and there's one you can see that comes over near the tree there. It's on a diagonal. And then there's, sorry, just trying to do the best I can here with foggy glasses, and there's two more there. They're the two that I come around the other side. So there's a few in this area, so I thought I'd just put it in this open area and just set it to take like a photo, 2 photos every 1 minute until they come back. Okay, I put the second sound recorder in the tube under a rock, so hopefully it doesn't get wet, so it should be okay. Anyway, I'm out of here now. I'm about halfway up the top of the ridge. I've got about another 2 hours before I get to the car. Hasn't rained while I've been out, it's just everything's wet from a bit of a drizzle last night. So anyway, once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch us all again next time.